We are gearing up for the presidential debate tonight. It's probably going to be the last time I can say this on the regular YouTube channel because it sounds like the chains of control and censorship of freedom of speech are coming back down on us. We're going to be talking about it more in the members-only side of the channel moving forward after the debate happens tonight. But we also have an SEC betrayal by the Supreme Court and a Solana ETF becoming inevitable. Oh my God, what a day. Welcome to the show. We're brought to you by Arculus, and we have some interesting characters here on the couch with me. Jeremy joining me for the first time in a while. You know, he's been meaning to come on. It's been kind of, we still got to get the other microphone. Okay.
I was waiting for the Solana ETF. That was what I was like, now I can go on Blockchain Basement.
Is that what you were waiting for?
The dawn of the Memecoin is here.
Yeah. I mean, this is the Memecoin future, man.
Yep,
I'm glad you're here for it. Nick,
What's
back
up?
from Barcelona.
Yeah, no one actually says it like that. I only heard two people, Catalans, say
Really?
Barcelona, and that was outside of Barcelona.
Yeah, so they don't go Barcelona.
No, they just speak kind of regular Spanish there.
Okay.
Unless they're speaking Catalan, which is not Spanish.
Yeah. I mean, how was it, though? Because I've never been, and I've heard nice things.
Yeah, it was great. I love Barcelona, the architecture, the art. I mean, the city's been around for basically like 1,700 years. We went to the National Art Museum in Barcelona. And you know how in American art museums, there's artists from Germany, artists from Russia, artists from Spain, artists from everywhere. No, this was 1,700 years of art, and they were all Spanish artists.
Really?
Like, it was just like a total mind F. Also went to the Formula One race. Shout out to RB. Went to the Formula One race.
Were you close to the? You said you were
We
pretty
were on
close.
turns 13 and 14 at the Circuit de Catalunya, which is 25 minutes north of Barcelona. We got to see Lando take second, Hamilton take third, and Max almost lose, but he did take first place.
That is pretty awesome, man. I've been to one real race in the recent past, it was Talladega,
Yeah,
and
it's
feeling
great.
the power of the vehicle it's just incredible.
It's no one. I cannot understate how fast the cars are and just how much raw power they're pushing out, because I'm walking up and it's Friday and it's like the practice day, right? And I can hear them, and I was like, oh, those are pretty loud. That was the Formula 3 car. That was the car that was like a quarter of the power.
Oh my
and then
God.
Then the Formula 3s went away, and then Formula 1 started their practice again. And it was like a freaking F-16 on wheels.
Yeah,
It's just like shaking everything.
That's
then
the
and there's 10 of them on the track, or excuse me, 20 of them on the track. And it's just like an all-encompassing experience. It's
I love
great.
it. You're bringing me back. I had the babies in headphones at Talladega,
Yeah, dude.
and I didn't feel like that was enough.
Could you imagine trying to pick up chicks in Europe and you drive Formula 3?
You would slay.
No, it'd be hard. They'd be like, Formula 1? You'd be like, try a little lower.
Formula
Oh my
3.
God.
It's everyone is there still clapping. The models are still out there looking at the Formula 3 drivers, because you're Formula 3. The intention, the subtext is you're going to be in Formula 1.
Were there any fist fights?
No, Jeremy Clarkson describes Formula 1 as a sexy European party where a race breaks out.
Yeah.
Whereas the NFL is, hey, come look at these guys run around, eat a $17 hot dog, and leave.
Yeah. And avoid the fights on the way out.
And avoid the fights. Never mind all the drunks in the jail, the Eagles fans. So the Formula 1 is very family friendly. There's like beautiful people, sexy European models. There's delicious food. There's wine. There's champagne. There's cappuccino. There's like these really sexy shirts. And it's just great. And no one's swearing and no one's fighting. And everyone's doing like polite golf claps. It's just great.
Just hearing these stories, I feel like America's kind of fallen behind socially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just.
No one. America, there's so many parts of America now are PvP. Whereas in Spain, it's just like, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's eat some Iberian pork.
I want to go visit Luxembourg, man. You're making me want to do some traveling.
Let's
here.
go, baby.
Isaac, thanks for joining us, dude. I
Yeah,
like
sure,
the work that
always.
you're doing on the Instagram, the socials. You're getting my
Thank
vibe.
you, brother. Thank you,
I'm
brother.
liking it. I'm liking what you're putting out. Appreciate you joining me, dude.
Sure, always.
Of course, we got Owen up on the sticks. He's probably going to refuse to show his face, but he is alive. He is maybe willing. Let's see. No. Oh, he had the shot of himself primed, and then he went off of it.
He
We were
went
very,
off
very
it.
close.
Yeah, he's edging the audience. Guys,
edging
plus
the
one in the chat if you want to see Owen, proof of Owen, plus one in the chat. We got to get a couple. Well, how many likes do we have, Owen?
We got to get these likes. We need to punch the. If you're on this show, you join us every day. Hit the like button. Help us out on the algorithm, you guys.
Guys, we don't even have 25 likes. This is offensive. Okay.
Yeah, we need to show out. This show is powered by Arculus. We got to show them we bring the heat, even when things are painful.
They're Poopy.
And you know, everyone that's the fair weather fans, they're out there. We got the OGs, the geniuses in the chat. We got Matthew Latris, Deucey Does Crypto, Dirty Dan, Bob from Accounting, Just Jim. Deucey, we got to figure something out to compensate you for how much work you do
He does great work
in the Discord, dude. Like, I see it, and you're on my mind. For Dave Middleton, Laserface, Lone R, Yo, When Crypto. Let's get into crypto. Good point, brother. The markets are looking pretty good today.
Did you buy the dip?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I did. I bought the hell out of the dip. I got to do the NDI.
I'll talk about the crypto in the meantime. So guys, the dip, I think the local bottom is in. Volume is flatlining. Bitcoin is flatlining. Alts are flatlining, and they're continuing their slide down, which is because they trailed Bitcoin, but they're kind of swooping back up here. We've had some great pumps today on the Solana ETF news, which we'll get into in a minute. But I bought the dip.
What'd you get?
I bought Drift.
You got the Drift. Okay.
I bought Starknet.
Okay.
I bought some Ondo.
Yeah.
But I'm longing. I set some longs last night.
You're counter trading CryptoFace directly by doing
He's
that.
He's shorting?
Yeah. He's locked in a short since. I mean, I don't know if it's still open.
That's wrong. That can't be right.
No, he was short.
Okay, well, I'm longing Celestia and Near.
Okay.
And Near has pumped today, so yay me.
All right, man. Yeah, I mean, the markets are looking pretty lively. Let's just do the basic market view first. Bitcoin sitting here, honestly, puttering right along.
Yep.
61.7, had a moment where it was above 62 so far today, showing some good signs of life. This is a very familiar chart pattern for everyone that's seen where points of support are on a collapse in price. Then you have the attempt to push back down. Now we're trying to build that stair step back up to where we were on the year. Really, you know, I might die on this hill by saying we're going to hold the 60K level. Yep. I've taken a risk saying it, and I still stick to it. You know, so far I'm not worried about us losing this level. If we do, extreme pain. But on the big movers today, we brought up some good points, man. We see some money being made. Book of Meme, boom, coming back from the top ropes. Look at this, 15%.
Wow.
Out of nowhere. Let's see if the overall graph shows any. Look at that. Not a bad. Look at this, Nick. Remember how fast Boom came out of the gates? It's at a $721 million market cap right now. Caught me completely by surprise on this main pump up. Recently, it's just been basically in an accumulation zone. At the bottom point where it tried to really sell off and give up all of that momentum was at about 0.007. We're sitting at a 0.01 right now. So just above that, really.
This is what I call
health on a shelf, baby.
A savings account.
A savings account? I mean, Book of Meme?
I mean, look how strong this support is.
Yeah.
If you have $5,000 that you need to put in an emergency fund, like
Book of Meme.
That's so flat. That is so flat. There's no way but up for this thing.
Well, and it's nice. Like it's a meme coin, so usually you see it die quickly, and if it doesn't die quickly, there is extreme potential for it, you guys. So, Akash Network, Conflux, one of the top movers here at 11%. Maker. The days of $900 Maker when I was shilling this thing hard are long gone. I kind of need to look at this because it's been, you know, this was one of the older picks. Oh my God. Get my face out of the way. Let's go. Let's actually dig into this thing because there's a pretty large Maker community out there. Yeah. And let's see.
They're still one of the biggest DeFi. I mean, like, they're they are Ethereum DeFi.
Look at this. So I was feeling comfortable right here, right? Like shilling this thing hard. Yeah. Now that we essentially, this looks good. Honestly, we broke back down to this original pump up to moment, about $2,200. So it bottomed out in the recent market crash at $2,000 flat. MakerDAO sitting here at $2,600. Not too terribly far away from this $4,000 mark. Honestly, it's probably a moment for the next big leg up in Maker. So I better start talking about it heavily again. Jupiter. This is one I picked up on the dip, Nick. It feels good to finally have some good exposure to, you know, the DeFi on Solana. I use Jupe. I'm a Jupe maxi, I guess. Yeah. So,
that's fine. Radium version 3 is coming out very, very soon. So I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff.
Look what I got, though. 70
72
cents.
Wow.
70 effing cents. Cheaper than when it originally came out.
And now we got the Solana ETF.
I know.
Telling you, bro.
It's feeling good. It's up by 10% today, so we're not doing too bad. Look at this. Big shout out. We got Solana, Caspa, and Polkadot and Avalanche. These are all, there's a common theme here. They're all basement picks,
shout out to Altcoin Daily for looking at Caspa and calling out Caspa over the past month, saying Caspa's got to move left.
Really?
Yes. Shout out to Altcoin.
All right.
The brothers.
I like it.
And I can tell them apart now.
They look like they're shorter on television than they are in real life.
They're very large people.
Yeah.
They're two large men.
Yeah. When I originally started watching them, I thought they were like 5 foot something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like most influencers are hobbits.
Yeah.
Like
that really turned my world upside. When I first started working with you, for you, I was a researcher for you, and I was doing organizing and reaching out to these crypto influencers for around the blockchain, and it like completely deflated my I don't want to say respect, because I still respect them as traders if they're short, but like my mindset of how much I looked up to these people definitely changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Crypto is for short kings.
Yeah, for crypto for short kings. Mara is mining Caspa. Yeah, man, that was big news. Mara moving into Caspa.
Yeah.
Solana, obviously, we got the ETFs news to cover. We got some really good Polkadot news to cover as well. Look at Polkadot up by 9%.
I love it.
Breaking out of that $5 hellhole it found itself in. Avalanche. Hobus last night on that space.
It was a great space.
Dude.
Guys, tell us if you want us to do more spaces, because that was a good space.
I felt like the most RWA alpha we've been able to condense and release was with Hobus last night. Like, he is
very good.
Amazing. A small hedge fund manager or institutional investor on a smaller fund with some really great insights on how much money is actually made by Ondo or all these different RWA projects we're bullish on, but he gave great context to how damn early we are. Just so
early.
Because I'm asking questions about the treasury markets and how that'll translate to the crypto market cap, how it might kind of dull the price expectations for these different projects. So definitely looking forward to having Hobus back on. Pith Network, look at this Pith Network, just some really interesting hard bouncers off of this level. So let's get into all the news. We got a bunch of memes to look at. Honestly, we got to look at the southern border again here. Check it out.
Southern border.
Yeah, this is clear. This is gonna forever
Get it
be
off
known.
of Monero.
Dude, it's weird to me to see how few people want privacy, and then this whole line at the southern border just waiting to be over the.
Wow.
Just it keeps going. That's the world that we live in, guys. So I have to start with this. A gang led by Rami St. Felix, 24-year-old man from Florida, broke into homes, kidnapped residents, and forced them to transfer their crypto multiple times between September 2022 and July 2023. He faces 7 years in prison and could be sentenced to life in prison. Honestly, we need to bring back tar and feathering, embarrass him, burn his skin off in a public square, and then dump him in feathers. My personal opinion. And here's an example of how our judicial system is failing us. So the state dropped charges of attempted murder against this man in 2018. Okay, let's just go through the story. This was in 2018. Prosecutors decided not to pursue charges against Remy of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault with a firearm, armed robbery as well. The 18-year-old man sentenced on Friday for his alleged role in October Palm Springs shooting during a drug deal that went bad.
It was the only drug deals you ever hear about.
It's true. And the second man, Hoovens Dort, 19 in West Palm Beach, and a 17-year-old boy were previously arrested in connection to the shooting. The accuser of Mavericks High School told police she found 8 Xanax pills and decided to sell them. Through a friend, the girl made contact with 17-year-old suspect, arranged drug transaction, and then a shooting occurs. He's let off. Charges dropped, and now, what is this, 2018? Now it's 2024, 6 years later, organizing an entire gang to fleece people of their crypto.
He organized a whole gang.
Yep. Good for him. Just
So
let off.
He was not related to Hex or Bencoin in any way?
No, not at all.
That's so weird.
I know.
Well, I mean,
I know. The world's wide open for crypto criminals,
It is.
What you got, Jeremy?
I'll be the first to say it. You can't break into people's houses, okay?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's
You know?
just, we can't have a society where people are
We
doing
agree
that.
on this.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Breaking into
Jeremy-
houses to make them transfer their crypto, however, is like a Simpsons level of like pretty funny, I think.
I mean, funny unless it's your family, right?
It's the wrench attack.
The wrench attack.
It is the only way you can defend yourself.
Yeah.
In crypto, is against a wrench attack.
Well, and I
that
woke up,
is-
I saw this story, and I immediately thought of you, Nick, because I opened Twitter, and we have Sasha Hodler. The right to bear crypto requires the right to bear arms. A man,
well established.
has been convicted. Just citing this story right now, you cannot responsibly own crypto without a firearm.
Yeah, you can hold 12 words in your head, but those will come out of your head when someone is hitting you in the wrist with a monkey wrench.
Yes, please.
So you cannot, and this you used to have this as a pinned tweet. You cannot responsibly hold crypto and not responsibly hold a firearm.
Yeah.
So the two are one and the same. Self-sovereignty is a two-way street.
And we're like that gateway drug to figuring that out, I feel like, for Americans, because we have, like, I know a lot of crypto specific people that want nothing to do with 2A. But then they see some of the comparisons and, some of the parallels that they see from the SEC arbitrage in crypto, trying to take your rights away that side. And then the 2A on this side has been fighting the ATF for quite some time and dealing with the same level of kind of gray regulation, gray enforcement that we're dealing with right now. Looks like we're winning, though, with today's news.
Also, remember, law enforcement is not on your side. So if you are hoping that they're going to be there for you, that is not going to happen. We have a related story to that.
Yes, we
in a
do.
moment, but let's get to that easy tweet.
This easy tweet's nuts.
The cops are here to enforce the law, not protect you. Just
I gotta follow this guy. Good.
Easy's great.
So tonight, legends will be made. Warriors will be lost. Tonight, the Memecoin trenches will be filled with riches, as well as despair. To all the trench warriors out there, focus, lock in, prepare for battle.
Amen.
Tonight only comes once, but every couple of weeks. Do not take this opportunity for granted. May your wildest bags pump. May your memes rise in meteoric fashion, and may your wins outweigh every last loss. Good luck and Godspeed, comrades. See, he even brought up comrades.
Comrades. Do you know why he's saying this right now?
Because Jeremy joined us on the show.
Well, yes, Jeremy is the in-house Marxist.
Yes.
But Easy's specifically talking about the memes that are going to come out, the meme coins that are going to come out of the debate tonight.
Yeah.
And he said, if you are not locked in with 5 or 6 Solana ready to deploy, watching these tickers come out, as soon as Biden or Trump says something memeable, someone's going to make a token in 2 minutes.
Yes.
And you got to get in at 20K and you get out at 200K and you make your 3 to 5X, rinse and repeat. Do that for hours during doing for the hour of the debate and for an hour or two afterwards. And you can 10X your bag.
Absolutely.
But
you have to be locked in.
You got to lock in. You got to double Zen.
Yes.
All right. Double Zen.
Well, that's what. I mean,
Stand
or
10
on. If you prefer
toes
on,
down.
These are what I
On.
like. These are the competitor to Zen. You don't
Double
like
Zen.
these?
Zen's, they got the wild cherry.
Zen for the win.
Okay, they do have wild cherry.
Wild
put
cherry,
on
I mean,
your-
you can't do better than that.
Fair
I've
enough.
also never had a Zen in my life, if that bothers anybody.
No, it doesn't bother me at all. Put on your dubstep, turn on your house music, and then you just go with it, baby.
You just gotta soak
okay?
into the tism,
Just
man.
do it.
This is things. Put on your helmet. Things are about to get
Two Pump Crypto
retarded.
Chump says Remy is from his hometown.
What the hell?
Well,
That is
Remy's
crazy.
people have a lot of crypto, so you could probably go rob them.
Huh? That's a good point.
Not financial advice.
That's a good
but
point.
there are no honor among thieves. Yeah,
So-
Owen with the proof of Zen.
Oh, he's busting out the Zins now. You rude,
Yeah,
rude.
you guys need to be listening to Easy.
Oh
Easy has morning spaces, and he is very smart. I love his stuff. Shout out to Easy. You're welcome to come on Blockchain Basement at any time and chop it up.
Love it.
Please
Now,
do.
Tucker Carlson.
Great
Memecoin,
show.
I'm still holding Tucker, but they came out with this, preparing us for the debate. Let's
Oh,
go,
boy.
Owen.
That's right, baby. I'm the greatest to ever do it. Look how good I look.
Oh, yeah.
Fix your headset, Joe. I can't hear you.
Amazing.
Jill, are you there? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
You know, I'd say I'm not going to enjoy whooping a senile old man, but that'd be a lie, Joe.
How do I work this goddamn thing?
Do you hear that unfamiliar sound, Joe? It's called being loved by the people.
Okay, I'm in.
Well, they got the zombie shuffle right. Geez, you look even worse than in real life. Which body double is this, Joe?
starts off
Nosferatu?
rough for
Do my
Biden.
talking in the ring, Doland.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do? Sniff me to submission? No, let me guess. A sleeper hold. What a surprise.
This piece of shit thing isn't working.
A bad workman always blames his tools, Joe. Wham. This is too easy. Ooh, check it out. A nut shot. Nice. It's a small target. I've seen the photos, Joe.
The real war is tomorrow on the
What
debate
WWE
stage.
did they make these
Always a
characters in?
warmonger, Joe.
I
It's
know.
very sad.
Hey guys, how do I join the game?
Just
Fuck
Bobby
off,
Robert.
Robert. This is between me and Doland.
For once, I agree with Joe.
You're running scared, that's why.
I said, fuck off, Bobby.
And I say, where the hell is my Secret Service protection?
Geez, have you ever considered doing audiobooks, Bobby?
I kicked him out.
Nice one, Joe. So what have they got on for tomorrow?
So
It's a
cute.
tag team now.
Obama.
Obama comes in.
Hey, don't body shame this convicted felon, Barry.
Great job, Joe.
I should know
There's
this would
Slim
be a
Jim in
rig.
Do you smell what Obama's cooking? Do you smell it?
Yeah, it smells like rent boys.
Want me to finish him off, Joe?
No, leave him to me. I'm gonna finish that felon
Incredible.
once and for all.
Wait, what's going on?
Well.
Someone call security.
You're not allowed to be here. This is a
We'll do that for you, no problem.
Act steady, lads. Let Uncle Dolan take care of this. Check it out.
He got the table.
Shit.
Is that all you got? Do you even lift, bro?
Bobby, you're a great guy. I've always liked you. Your father would be very proud. Hey, Joe, he's pinning you. Want me to count, or do you know how to do it? Well done, Bobby. Congratulations.
Wow.
Tucker
The
Carlson.
eight-pack.
Oh my God, bro. Like,
RFK from the top
this is
row.
incredible. Oh, and C90 FTW bringing up Giga Ched. Dude, one of the meme tokens I've been, cycle holding for some time, looking like it's waking up like crazy. I just want to show this one. Giggle Ched, let's send it. But happy to see Tucker Carlson out here. I'm still holding the meme token. I don't know why, maybe it's just because of all the content they make. They make me laugh every damn morning, so.
They're pretty good.
But you know what? Jeremy, that was kind of fair. Like, it gave Biden some hits.
One of the things I always liked about on TikTok, there was a trend where it was the three presidents. It was like right as soon as the AI voices came out and they were playing Fortnite or whatever. And I like that they give everybody their day in the sun. They like that, Trump gets his digs in. Obama's always cool as hell. And, old Biden comes out with the sucker punch every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's a good formula. It's a good formula for
And
comedy.
the real winners, RFK, who's not even allowed Secret Service or to be on the, the stage. So
To be fair, a worm ate most of his brain and then the worm died because it was so toxic.
Is the worm in there?
It's dead in there.
Is a dead worm in his brain?
Yeah.
he's
It already ate most of it and then it died because the brain was too poisonous.
That's
So,
bullish as hell, bro.
Dude, how is he still more cognitive than Biden?
couple 20 odd years, I think, is the answer.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
the young age, yeah, and he's got more. He's definitely way more ripped than anyone that's.
He is jacked, and that is due to the worm.
What?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, if your body is so tuned that it can kill a worm in your brain, you're a specimen.
Like his brain just constricted it.
Yeah, Chad, I want to know, what are the three components in the Biden amphetamine cocktail that he's going to be taking tonight? What are the three ingredients in the Biden cognitive cocktail that he will take? It can't be cocaine. That's too easy.
Yeah,
But it could be. Let's see. Will he be doing a bump? Let's see. Let's check that bump chart.
Oh yeah.
Check that
Bump
chart.
might actually have a chance to ride off of the tails of this debate too.
Yeah.
We are always going to find more cocaine at the White House.
There we go. Look at that. This is health on a shelf.
I was just really happy to see the higher low created like the rest of, like a lot of the altcoins have this higher low situation happening right now. Obviously this thing launched when things were real good.
Chuck Daniels says worms are high in protein.
Oh my God. Adderall's a good potential.
It has to be more than one. He's not just going to take Adderall.
This is like,
He's
this is
going to do
making me
lion's
happy.
mane. Is he going to do Joe Rogan's alpha brain?
It's gonna be Adderall. It's gonna be
Athletic
ivermectin.
Ivermectin.
And then number 3 is gonna be they just have like just the baby cologne that they use in Spain. That you probably
Yeah. Could he like butt chug a Four Loko?
Oh, bro, you know he could, man.
Yeah.
Come on. He's like Bohemian Grove level.
Bohemian Grove.
He can do all those things. Bump, what I'm liking about Bump is that I see a bunch of random accounts and people like completely separate from, the basement or, who's involved with the early, buys on the bags of this thing. Like completely random accounts coming out talking about this. So, maybe I like C90FTW, Sneck.
Yeah.
Bump, and then Pfizer trial with microbots.
Yeah.
That's a good
should
take.
he get vaccinated before they should he get vaccinated ahead of time?
He's even over the vax at this point. Like everyone's over the vax. They recalled it. Did you see they recalled it? No one cared. Nobody cared.
See, they recalled it. What do you mean they recalled the whole vax?
Yes.
They're not administering vaccine
who was
anymore.
that? AstraZeneca or
AstraZeneca.
Pfizer? Oh, I did read that. They
just
recalled
got banned.
their.
We're just gonna get.
We just got banned?
Well, probably.
Nah, it's fine. Who cares?
Okay.
Demonetized video, but I will say I'm an OG Pfizer kid, and mine's still going strong. I feel great. I can feel the vaccine.
I'm glad you're still here with us, Jeremy. I really am. So we talk about how the economy is so resilient, all this stuff. Wages are trying to keep in line with inflation. Here's what's going on. Government pay is actually the winner here, folks. 80% higher benefits for government workers. And here's their pay by industry, wages and salaries, compensation in total, and benefits. Their benefits are on nearly a double up compared to the average person. But the salary for the government workers and the total comp is what's actually kind of padding some of the jobs numbers that they so wonderfully include in some of the talking points that will be touted about how resilient the economy is tonight. So just keep that in mind. You can take that data and do with it what you may. BP shutting down their interest in offshore wind projects. Very sad. I'm not going to try to convince them to get back in, but I do enjoy pulling away from money pits, money black holes that will basically put our banking industry into the gutter if they keep leaning into it. So
this is not hard, guys. It's called nuclear.
Yeah. It's really not that hard.
It's literally the greenest thing you could possibly imagine.
There's a template. France is mostly nuclear at this point.
Yeah.
Just, replicate what they do 3 or 4 times around the continental United States. We got a lot more space than them.
We do.
And we, at one point, we were like that. Homer Simpson was, there was a point where nuclear plants were a deal in the United States.
Back in the 70s.
Yeah, man. Like, we just need to kind of rekindle that focus. I think the Chernobyl thing kind of messed with a lot of outlook on it. That really put a damper in nuclear interest.
Really, it's always going to be big oil lobbies that are holding back nuclear. So I don't know what you guys' point of view is to do about that, but I think that type of lobbying should be illegal.
I think all lobbying should be illegal.
Ooh, look
and
at
there should
Mog.
be no oil subsidies either.
Look at
no
Mog.
oil subsidies. No, it's like
Pull
this actually speaks to one of the things that I've always said, that if you take like the average American and you get a big stack of paper and it's labeled like the issues, I think most people are going to agree on 100,000 of the same stacks of paper. Then there's going to be like 2 that separate a liberal or a conservative. Because here's a room full of people with widely diverse political views, and we're all agreeing that like nuclear is something that we want to pursue, and that big lobbies are like holding us back from a better society.
That's an aggravating thing to think about, isn't it? We have cohesive conversation between 2 different political ideals.
It is aggravating to think about that.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I just want to
lobbyists,
argue.
It's, and we're not even arguing between each other.
Right.
That's even more aggravating.
Upsetting.
Look
very
at Mog.
upsetting.
Look at this. You guys are bringing up Mog. This baby's waking up.
Oh, man.
$621 million market cap on this bad boy. Holy hell. Absolutely insane. This is just another highlight of the chaos in the system we're in. They tell you to stay away from these meme coins. They're going to go to zero and you're going to lose everything. Not the people that are early in on Mog. Sorry about you. So this, let's see. Oh, God. We got to watch this. Just real quick. This guy had an order that he decided to reorder from a few years back. Let's have a look. Let's have a listen.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick. I just looked through my Walmart history, and I found this Walmart order from 2 years ago for the whole month worth of groceries. 45 items, cost $126. A whole month of groceries just for me, basically. But I did notice this reorder all button, and I wanted to see how much it would cost now. Now? This order of 45 items for 1 month would have cost $414. That is 4 times more.
Yep.
How the fuck? How?
This is the average person waking up right here. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like the look of shock right here. Where is it? That's right there. Like they're realizing, okay, they tell me it's like a 3% inflation rate. They keep like celebrating about inflation going down, but the reality is things have quadrupled in cost. I think about this often because I'm feeding a small army at home, and yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. So I mean, you could tell in that look in his eyes, this is his brief moment of lucidity in between vape hits. But yeah, the inflation rate that you see in the report is an average amongst many, many, many different industries and sectors of the economy. Most of the time, the CPI does not include food and energy.
Yeah.
That is taken out of the report.
And they think on their feet too. When coffee was going up, they took out coffee.
They took out coffee. So it is well known that the CPI is a fugazi. Okay. Now, the inflation that most people feel, because they feel it in a different way because most of their expenditures are in energy, housing, and food. That's where most people are feeling it. And that has essentially been in the double digits from between 10% to 27%, depending on the metric that you're using. So it could be month over month, year over year, 10%, 10%, 10% every month. And once you compound that over years, you're looking at a 4x on the cost of just food. Now it depends on where you live. That guy probably living in Los Angeles.
By the haircut, I'm going to guess
4x'd in Atlanta. The food has probably 2.5x'd. It's still very difficult to buy food. So you can't just say, yeah, the food's going up everywhere. Well, it is going up everywhere. It's going up in different ways. Different parts of the economy are doing better. Some things are getting cheaper, like TVs. Yeah, the price of TVs and cell phone service has basically been going down precipitously over the past 2 years. Yeah, they are sure as shit putting that in the CPI report to boost numbers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you, Nicole, for unmuting XRP rails. He's talking about he made a lot of money off Mug, $15 or $50 to 1,700. Good on you, brother. Yeah, I like that people are waking up. I like that it's becoming more obvious. And, you know, all the lies that they can tell us on the stage about how good everything's turning over, that can all be washed away if you just look at things objectively. This place, I have kind of mixed emotions. Walgreens falling off a cliff right now.
First of all, fuck Walgreens.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be a good place for me to go to when I was a kid. It turned into like this pharmacy that wouldn't let me in unless I had like a mask, and I had vaxxed myself at a point, and so I started to stop going.
You want to get really pissed off about Walgreens. They are part of the big pharma cartel that works to price fix pharmaceuticals.
Really?
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. They work hand in glove with the big insurance companies to remove, and this is going to Jeremy's point. There's a big talking point among socialists that if socialized medicine, then all the costs will come cheaper. Well, right now in America, we have a lot of socialized medicine. A lot of our medicine is socialized. Part of that is because we socialize the losses for these big pharma and big insurance companies because they're able to cook their books and artificially inflate prices. And through the process called regulatory capture, which is they essentially have non-compete agreements with Walgreens and CVS. And if you're a doctor and you want to prescribe someone a drug that you know is going to work, but is not in the rubric that United Healthcare says, if you go and try to get that filled at Walgreens, they're going to say, looks like you're going against the standards of care.
Really?
And we're going to have to report this to the Department of Justice for you being a doctor that is going against medical practices.
Oh my God.
So it is, fuck Walgreens, go to zero, you piece of shit.
Well, you know, I kind of just lost interest when they turned into basically just a vax store, you know what I mean, and all the advertisements of it. Haven't been able to go back. My daughter still needs medication, so we go to is CVS the same company?
Yeah, well, no, they're not the same company, but they work. It's Walgreens, CVS, and whoever owns Dwayne Reed. They're a big one up north.
That's a consolidation of power because I hate them with my guts. There's nowhere else I can get my daughter's meds.
You can go to a compounding pharmacy. Compounding pharmacies are
Where the
independent.
hell is that? I live in the middle of the woods.
There's several around here. You can,
Really?
There's 2 in Mableton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to find out
You
about
have
that.
to go out to get good healthcare. I'm sorry, there is a blockchain element to this, which is putting a lot of healthcare costs on the blockchain, having it being open and public, so everyone sees the costs, which is what insurance companies don't want.
Right.
Blockchain would be great for healthcare.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work to find good healthcare, and it is inconvenient. That is the purpose of a system is what it does.
Yeah.
What is the output of the current healthcare system? To drive up prices.
Yeah.
Okay. That is its purpose. So to buck that, you have to work outside of it.
Absolutely. And this, just more things unsettling. Dude, you blew my mind with the bananas and the cartel connection.
Yeah, you know about that, did you? How Chiquita bananas.
Yeah,
basically
Chiquita
like,
bananas. Like really, I'm paying the cartel
like
if I'm
a
buying
mafia?
Chiquitas.
Yeah.
It gets worse. Now, avocados and mangoes apparently are directly funding cartels south of the border
Wow.
now. Essentially because these farmers have to pay security fees to the drug gangs. And so all the money that they're making from the purchases of the products that they're making are being handed right over to the cartels because they have no form of actual law. They have a system that seems to be controlled by gangs at this point, which is highly concerning how close it is to the United States, for one. But then, two, that the money that we spend on things that I love, like Mexican avocados, mangoes, freaking love them, apparently go to the cartels. So my God, I got to put a mango tree in my damn yard now too. This is just, it gets more and more. The more things, the more scams I find in life, I just try to produce it myself. That's part of why I end up being a prepper too. I was trying to take control of that. Shout out $0 for the blockchain memberships, bro. Edward, you can hop into OG chat. You'll get exclusive live streams Monday and Tuesday. And I'll be dropped in the middle of the night while I find a hot meme coin and a clean contract address. That's where you're going to find the information.
I will also sometimes post tasteful nudes, but it's only of myself.
Yeah. Please refrain from anything other than that,
Sorry.
So this is absolutely crazy. The Supreme Court stripped the SEC of critical enforcement tool in fraud cases. And this is a win from the Supreme Court, right? Like, it's nice to have some hope for America seen through like the Maine Supreme Court. The reason why I'm prefacing Maine Supreme Court of the United States is because of the story that's going to follow this. The justices on Supreme Court ruled 6-3 vote that people accused of fraud by the SEC, which regulates securities markets, have the right to a jury trial in a federal court. The in-house proceedings of the SEC has used some civil fraud complaints to violate the Constitution. A defendant facing a fraud suit has the right to be tried by a jury of his peers before a neutral adjudicator. The Chief Justice John Roberts wrote for the court's conservative majority. This should be pretty obvious, but yes, you have the rights to due process. You should have the rights to due process in these backdoor deals. What's that?
I mean, this seems elementary to me. What is the, so Sotomayor says litigants who seek to dismantle the administrative state would rejoice at this decision. Yeah. So who is dissenting? Sotomayor, Brown, and Kagan. Who was the other one?
Let's see here. So we got Johnny Brown, Keegan, and then Sotomayor. There was only 3 that voted against it.
But who was the 6th justice that
pushed it over the line? We got to find that out. Let's see here. Case among several of its term. SEC was awarded $5 billion in civil penalties. Yada yada yada. Joe Biden. God, his name really sticks out when I see something about him. High Court rejected arguments advanced by Biden's administration that relied on a 50-year-old decision in which the court ruled that in-house proceedings did not violate the constitutional right to a jury trial. So that's how they were able to get around a jury trial, is this 50-year-old choice of allowing in-house proceedings.
I miss Democrats and liberals from the 90s.
Dude, me too, bro.
Because Democrats and liberals from the 90s, but yeah, jury trial for everyone.
Right.
Why is this even a thing? And then we have Sotomayor, like those who seek to dismantle the administrative state. No shit, Sherlock.
Right. That's pretty obvious.
That's not good. Yeah. Why is that? Like, I cannot be more erect when talking about dismantling the administrative state.
Well, it's like normalizing backdoor judgments, without the right to a trial. Like, we are This is a free country,
I
and
don't
you have
see
the
any
right
upside.
to a jury.
I really struggle. Man, I really struggle with this.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. And this TJ Roberts, he put out a post I liked a lot. The Constitution guarantees your right to a jury trial. The media wants you, the average American, to be denied that right.
Yeah. And then,
this
but
is
then
insane.
and then you flipped this on its head. I'm sorry, you flipped this on its head, and the fucking conservative judges said, "Oh, you know what? The government can, put pressure on social media companies to eliminate." And I'm like, okay, so now these conservative judges are also Marxists. So like, I'm pissed all the time.
It's hard.
I need to go back to Spain. So
dude, it is a tough situation, right? And that's why the Supreme Court's our last chance.
I hold the conservatives to the same standard that I hold the liberals to. Like, please just give power back to people.
Yeah.
I want jury trials. I don't want unelected urchins and barnacles I don't want the deep state to put pressure on speech outlets.
Yeah.
That is not good for society. And the conservative judges fucked it up.
Look at this.
I'm swearing a lot
Sorry to break
today.
the mood, but we just got gifted 5 Menbies.
But you know,
Five
Edward
subs, let's go.
Edward Middleton received the gifted membership from $0 G
know,
Row,
bro.
and he just paid it forward. Eddie, what a I'm going to send you a nude on Discord. There you go.
It's coming. So, we question giving these folks, so much power. Thankfully, we have the Supreme Court shooting down the SEC's darkroom dealings and their proceedings in the back rooms. This is a Georgia Supreme Court member.
Speaking of
Jesus Christ.
justices.
Yeah. Nick, thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Christina Peterson has been removed from the bench of the Georgia Supreme Court for assaulting a police officer, and I believe this was in conjunction to driving drunk.
Yeah,
He barely touches this guy.
Let's go. Let's look at our Supreme Court, the lead Supreme Court
Jeremy's
justice.
already front-running the discussion.
You ready
I've
for
seen
this?
the video. She barely touches him. That's all I'm saying.
Let's go.
But why was she booked?
For what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't needed to. Shut the fuck up. You look like a nigga who was trying to eat on me before, and I didn't know that. Relax. Shut the fuck up. And stop touching
Oh, yeah,
me.
that's it right there. Hits a police officer, folks.
But why was she getting booked?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't that be the headline if it was so condemnable?
Why are we being governed by a ratchet woman that is saying shut the F up to a cop? And she's the lead of the law system in Georgia.
Oh, like you wouldn't say shut the fuck up to a cop.
No,
If I'm a Supreme Court justice that is being booked and my entire career is about to fall apart, I would do everything I could to make this go away and not become a headline.
Dude, she's supposed to be like the crescendo of law in the state, and she's sitting here telling cops that are take orders about the law from this person. They're enforcing the law that she told them to enforce on herself, and all of a sudden, shut the F up, get off me. Her titties flopping around. What the hell? There's nothing okay about
Does Jeremy
this.
not see a problem with this? Is this okay behavior for Jeremy? I'm honestly asking.
I'm gonna go with the age-old like sort of conservative line of like this is somebody on their worst day. If you're sitting here in this bench, you've already been through a lot of different police officers. You've gone through so much stuff. So I think judging someone in their worst moment, would only be fair if we just showed like a clip of her sort of best. I'm sure when she gets the robe on and she takes the bench, she's a consummate professional.
Yeah, she cleans up, for the pictures or whatnot.
For her job.
For the
she's on
job.
the job, right?
Right. But this type of demeanor makes me ask a lot of questions about what kind of decisions she's making for the law at large for Georgia. And honestly, someone like this needs to be taken off the bench. Like, this is not acceptable behavior for someone that's supposed to lead by example, be a law-abiding citizen.
Hang on, let me give a little more context here.
Yeah, give me all, because this came out of nowhere, and not only am I having to look at the Fulton County insanity, which is just heartbreaking.
This is the last noteworthy thing that she did, which was apparently slapping up. Which, when the police are putting you in handcuffs, you don't slap their hands; you just comply with the handcuffs. This is like kind of like being arrested 101. Georgia Supreme Court ruled Tuesday that a Metro Atlanta judge should be removed from the bench, and this has happened previously after she was investigated for dozens of ethics charges. The ruling comes days after the judge was arrested at an Atlanta nightclub.
Oh, so she's at a nightclub.
There's been an ethics investigation on her since 2022. And then I'm trying to figure out why she was arrested at the nightclub. As someone who has worked at many a Atlanta nightclub, in order for someone to be arrested at the nightclub, you have got to be really rowdy.
Arrested at the nightclub is interesting because
Atlanta
usually
nightclubs-
you just get thrown out.
Yeah, they don't have time for arrest. They're just like, man, get out of here.
Yeah, they
Oh
usually
my
just throw you
God.
out. So arrested at the nightclub is not
That's
where you want to be.
I can find out exactly why. So the ethics things, I'm just reading in a cursory statement. Does not look good. As far as why she was arrested at the nightclub, I can find that out.
Whoa.
Quick shout out from the toilet, Deucey Does Crypto with the 5 gifted members.
Yeah, dude.
That was just
Shout out
crazy.
to you, Deucey.
Wow.
He's dropping
Great.
membies. You guys are freaking awesome. Dropping the membies, getting people access to the OG chat.
Yeah.
Support the channel, you guys. I literally am up all night looking for deep picks
He
for
is.
you. And
Drew
you
gets
will,
no sleep. I get texts at 3 a.m. I'm
Basically.
like, you're failing as a father. You need to stop. And Drew's like, I know. And then he makes up for it. So
Meaningless is in chat.
Meatless is back. How is that even possible?
Banana-
dude, he
Banana
probably is.
Republic.
I'll bet. Oh, but yeah.
Banana Republic.
Let's do an uwu just in case, and don't ban him until it's just.
I'll ban whoever
And
the
now,
hell I want.
look at we don't have to watch our the gag order stuff anymore. So you know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I'm able to respond now. I was
Okay.
able to earlier
You
in
can-
the week. It felt
Apparently,
good.
you could do whatever the fuck you want in the Georgia
I
court
know,
system.
right? I mean, there's no law here. That's our Supreme Court justice. The law doesn't work. You let gang leaders go, and then they go terrorizing and robbing families for years on end.
Yeah.
No problem. Release them out of jail. Apparently, our Supreme Court justice is ready to throw her weave at you.
Let's get the good stuff about the Solana ETF because we got a lot to get into here.
So-
we only got 15 minutes left in the
The
show.
Solana ETF, it's happened. We got Van Eck coming out, the Pudgy Penguins,
It's
and all.
been applied for.
Well, applied for,
Yes,
yes.
Still got
But
like a
ju-
year.
just the fact that they're applying for it, this
Yes.
is a gigantic
Yes.
D on the table from one of the largest asset firms in America.
They just slapped it out.
Absolutely. They oversee $100 billion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Worth of, it's a $100 billion company. They oversee actually a lot more than that.
1.9 billion worth of digital assets.
1.9 billion?
Yes.
Holy God. And look, they have a Pudgy Penguin as their profile.
They are the most based TradFi out of any of them.
Yeah, they sent Hannah. I think they're still sending Hannah merch. You know what I mean? I always see the Van Eck
Hannah's
stuff.
gonna make a visit in the next couple weeks.
That'd be freaking
She's busy
awesome.
doing traveling stuff, but she's coming back to the show just for a quick visit.
Yep.
So, and we may have some other visitors here coming up soon. Some
yeah.
other visitors that you never thought was even possible.
Okay.
But yeah, the S1 has been applied for by Van Eck. This will take a couple months to work its way through the system. I'm very interested to see if you can pull up other ETFs that are going to be coming up, and I think they're using the playbook from Grayscale. So
Yeah.
pull up
Let's
Grayscale.
go.
The Ethereum ETF actually is not live and will not be live until early July. So in the next 2 weeks or so, that's when the ETH ETF will open up, which is perfectly timed because we just had this giant sell-off. It's almost like the market makers and whales know what they're doing.
Yeah. So this is their approved actual ETFs. This
Yeah.
is the BTC and the the Ethereum
Future of
one.
finance. So
Let's
go up
see
to
here.
products.
All right, let's go
Scroll
here. Bam, products. Bam. Oh, why are you cutting me off there?
No, you're on ETFs.grayscale. So
Yeah,
go
let's
to
go to here.
grayscale.com.
Let's just redo this. Grayscale.com. AY?
GRAY.
Okay. You know why? It's because Greystone is my power company out here.
Oh, okay.
And it gets me. Let's go
Grayscale.com.
here.
So,
Jesus
is
Christ.
BitBoy visiting? No.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Go to investment solutions. There you go. Crypto products.
products.
So this is the cheat sheet, guys. You go down here. There's the GBAT.
Look at
chain
Linky.
link. Look at the big sort by size.
All right, let's go here.
NAV, share price. Oh, you can't short by size.
You can't sort it by size now.
Okay, so per share. So the AUM. So there's 129 million for the Bitcoin Cash Fund. 12.
Dude, there's 129 million
129
for the
million for Bitcoin Cash.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and keep on going down.
Link with 12 mil. We got
Yeah.
man. What the hell is this still doing
Yeah,
here?
that's
This is not
terrible.
happening.
Go down to the $9 billion one.
That's
the
go.
ETH one.
This is the ETH.
Yeah, so let's park here for a second. So you got 9 billion in ETH that has to be converted from the trust to the fund.
Yeah.
There's going to be a big kind of like swoopy sell-off thing. Expect a lot of
Well, it's the same thing that happened to the Bitcoin.
Yeah, so it'd be a big run up and then a slow bleed down, but it'll hit a new support level, right? I'm thinking we're going to be in the $6,000 support level. Okay.
Okay.
Now go down to the Solana one, the G-Sol.
Here, G-Sol.
G-Sol, $65 million,
Holy God.
which is not that much, but there are just the mere fact that there's a G-Sol, which is 65 million, and that is not. I think that's there's the Bitcoin Cash one, which is even bigger.
Which is wild to me.
Yeah.
You know,
then there's Near. Look at the Near Trust.
Dude, this got me excited. I mean, they got the Near and the Stacks Trust. They're both at 2 million.
Stacks Trust.
Basically right now.
Yep. Chainlink. You
Stellar,
got
what?
Stellar is a big in RWAs. You must know this.
Like I've been able to easily shit on most ISO tokens, but Stellar, I have a hard time fully saying no, there is nothing here because of how they do have a chunk of the RWA marketplace.
They do, and they are growing day by day.
And it kind of came out of nowhere for me. You know, I wasn't expecting it. They seem to be turning the gears without making a big hubbub or advertisement about it too. Like the only way I was able to find out Stellar's actually leaning into RWAs is going to the RWA XYZ. What you
go
got?
to the G-Sol, click on the G-Sol.
Let's go in.
And here we go. Look at that.
They're pricing it in.
That's the futures. That is what people are speculating that G-Sol will get to. I think this is only start of the party.
Oh,
when
absolutely.
It comes to Solana.
Absolutely.
So they are basically, the smart people are predicting that there's going to be a $400 Solana. I think Solana is going to go way past its previous all-time high, and we're going to be looking at close to an $800 Solana.
Yeah, that's like the velocity it has right now. It's well set to outpace Ethereum. There's a super chat I missed from Tate, Owen. See if you can dig up. I missed a super chat they're bringing up. Let's see where it is. Where is it? I don't see it on here, folks.
So where it says top chat?
Oh, at Tampa. Go down. Go down. She's at Tampa. Here we go.
Here it is.
At Tampa Airport, getting lit. Screwed up our flight. Got to spend the night in Philly. Who is there? If you guys are out in Philly, let Nicole Ministator know. It sounds like they're lit up having to wait around. Don't go downtown in Philly after dark. There's a lot of zombies. Trank has taken over the city, so that's not a great thing. Have you heard about Trank, Jeremy? You gave me a look when I brought up Trank.
I haven't heard about Trank.
Yeah.
Sounds like a zombie virus.
It's kind of the same thing. It's, just what you want to see a Trank video?
No, we got to do the mid-roll. We're doing the mid-roll at the post-roll.
Let's roll the mid-roll.
The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel. Use code BASE10 and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today.
All right, so just a quick update on what situation Nicole Ministator and Jacob Bacon found themselves into. Let's go ahead and roll a snapshot of Philly. Nice.
This is live from Nicole's GoPro right now.
Nicole Ministator, live on the streets.
This is definitely some Fent.
Trank.
Oh, Trank.
It's like fentanyl, but worse. You can turn that audio way down.
Yeah, so that's Trank and fentanyl mixed up, and that's the result you get. I think China's just getting us back for the opium wars. It kind of feels like the Western nations.
2.0.
Kind of feels that way.
Speaking of logistics and moving around product, let's check on Pyth, which is RWA play for Solana.
Showing some life today, but it's probably got a lot left in it.
Look at the chart, because the Pyth unlock is done. It's already been priced in. Pulling up that chart. Look at this.
Oh yeah, and look at she's holding. Look at the bottom
on a shelf, baby.
So this is the this is where they tried to go and die, and then you can see a bunch of support from buyers right around that. Like
that's the 1 year. Pull up the 1 month.
All right, let's go a little zoomed in. It's been a rough month.
It has.
It's been a rough month.
Off. Pricing in that token unlock.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm feeling good about it.
And look at that, very slight higher lows, just inching back up the chart. I like that.
This is a nice little swing. Right now we're at a 1.2 billion market cap. Love it. We're in 10x territory. Now I'm thinking Pyth is a 25x for Pico top of the bull run.
You feeling that way?
I'm feeling that way, and I'm going to be taking profits not soon, but probably at the end of this year.
I need to pick up some damn Pyth. Like I got the Jupiter bag.
I've got a bag.
You got a good bag of it? Okay.
Yeah, it's part of my like changed my life YOLO bag. I YOLO'd in hard at around 70 cents, which wasn't a great entry point, but
It's not bad though. It's know, because there's still good upside in Solana getting this ETF application out of the way. We're probably going to see a couple other layer ones try to follow suit with Solana.
So George Martinez says, how high do you think Pyth can go? Let's see. 10x from here is $3. 20x from here. So I would say 7 to 9.
Yeah.
Like that, like big, huge wick. You're probably going to, set your limit orders or whatever for around $6.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you know of any more unlocks? Let's go to token unlocks. I might have to log into this, Owen. So hold up on the screen. Yeah, I got to sign in. Let's see here.
Yeah, it's on Arbitrum and a bunch of other chains. That's why it's so powerful. I like, don't get me wrong, I love Chainlink. I got a little pocket bag of Chainlink, but I've just liked the entry points on Pyth better. There is a sneaky stellar play, and then you got to buy some hash.
Some hash?
Remember I was telling you about
we already
Provenance
talked
blockchain?
about the opium wars.
I know. Provenance blockchain. It is the biggest personal credit RWA out there by a large margin, and it's on the Cosmos ecosystem.
You got some of that too?
I'm getting some.
Okay.
So I'm gonna flip some Cosmos profits because I bought Kuji, and once I'm gonna kind of get out of Kuji here once I'm on a good exit point and flip that into hash because I think hash could be a sleeping giant.
This is cool for Pyth too. They don't have an unlock for another 325 days.
A long time, and a lot of these holders are whales and they're VCs, and they're incentivized to hold, and they want to keep the ecosystem going. So they're going to do promotions, they're going to do giveaways, a lot of like what AVAX did during the last bull run.
And just the time frame of when I'm targeting the bull, right
here,
right there, like that's going to be when I'm essentially planning to take profits. So
January 2025 is when I'm going to start laddering out like 5% a month, unless things are like really starting to tighten up fast. And that'll all, of course, be informed by what I think is going to be the Bitcoin top.
Okay. And just one thing I forgot to show on the Bitcoin. Look at this compression. We got a Bollinger Band compressing, getting us a little spring. You can see when this thing comes together, we get some action.
Get some pep in your step.
We get some pep in the step. Yep. So as long as we can let this range, if this ranges more, the Bollinger Bands tighten up even more, and then that juicy action happens. So that's what I'm kind of seeing just on the macro for Bitcoin and crypto. I saw this from Polkadot. They're starting to bridge development, sparking community excitement. Let's dig into this. Felix, an agent with the Unifares ecosystem, shared on a Polkadot forum that efforts are underway to develop a Polkadot Cardano Lite client and NFT swap bridge. Mentioned that the proposal has already been submitted to Cardano, and there are plans to submit a similar one to Polkadot's decentralized governance body, OpenGov. Both networks, founded by Ethereum co-founders Wood and Hoskinson, have seen substantial technical development and user growth since their inception. Latest interoperability effort is expected to enhance the utility of both of these blockchains, especially with these major upgrades set to transform the ecosystem. Kind of cool to see these old school ETH developers getting along. Hosky and Gavin Wood. Right? Little kumbaya moment.
Little kumbaya.
Happen. Nice to see.
Let's make it happen.
Hoskinson shows violence this week, bro. He was going after Bankless. He was like calling out all kinds of people.
I mean, the whole DDoS thing has really kind of lit his fire.
Oh yeah.
If you were feeling bad about Cardano, you don't got to feel bad anymore.
Absolutely, man. Honestly, Polkadot was one of the bigger movers for today. It was really nice to see it waking up from this little $5
look at that
spot that it had locked itself into. 8.7 on the day. Let's go to the month. This is the same type of stuff across the board. Some of the most
rebound.
Yeah, like these promising looking, man. Like if you go to the all-time, this is an entry point. I remember kicking myself in the tail last market for kind of fade in Polkadot at $2. Like Lark was talking about it at $2. And I was like, okay, Lark, like I'm just in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm going to be a little bit careful. Even though I bought my Bitcoin for $4,000 and Ethereum for $180, I still completely missed the boat on Polkadot's explosion, man. This thing last bull market hit $52. So
hell yeah,
I remember that. I'm not making the same.
Going higher.
$80. $80 Polkadot.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
80, 85.
85, yeah.
85.
Okay, Isaac says so.
Bro, I'm topping out.
Isaac is knowing more and more about crypto every day.
Dude, I love how enthused he is about it, though, too.
Dude, I love it. Like, there's not a day I'm not doing something crypto related.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
And it's scary in a good way. Now he's like turned into this odd times. Like he knows the good stuff to look for. He's out there messing around on meme coins for himself. It's a
Cat
good day.
token
So,
drop Saturday. Be
now,
ready.
look at
Wait,
this,
hang
you
on.
guys. What's
Cook,
up?
Cook, son.
What's
Okay,
it got?
cat token. Ghosted cat. KAT is the ticker. It drops Saturday.
What chain?
Drop Saturday.
On Solana.
Can you put the contract address in the
There is
Discord?
Contract address is not out yet, but when
Which Twitter account you following?
a ghosted cat. It's currently
Cat.
currently down right now though.
Oh my God!
It-
This is
it's-
getting worse.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse, but it's
What,
because
Ghosted
they've been
Cat 2, is
shilling
it?
airdrops for like nonstop every
I
day.
take back what I said.
Fine.
Isaac is
take it
rogue.
back?
He's gone rogue.
I've gone rogue. DJet.
You know, you can't get lucky if you didn't hit the fair. You know what I mean? He finds he found this meme coin that did pretty decent.
Okay.
Scoot. Did
Six-
Scoot die?
it's pretty dead right now, but I got out of it before it died off.
So like, if you're gonna do this ghost cat thing, make a brand new wallet, put half a sol in there,
Already
and
did
don't
it.
touch that shit.
already did it.
Because this
Half a
is
sol too?
this is a ripper. This could be a drainer. We don't know. But
Yeah. I'll
could
tell you
change
what
your life.
is surely a drainer is Hawk Tua.
Oh,
Look at this. A one
Oh
of
my
one
gosh.
Hawk Tua
on that
first,
one.
edi- look at
Dang.
this. First edition Hawk Tua Pokemon card. This is incredible.
Card's actually quite bad.
You
Spin
know.
on that thing 200. She's weakness to water, which is odd, but resistance to electricity.
Yeah.
You're like
Retreat
getting
cost
tased.
4 white stars. You got
Yeah, the big killer is going to be the 40 HP on this thing. I mean, you
That's
basically
not
can't
good.
survive through any. No, dude, any meta deck is going to be able to get that.
You
off
might
the
as
field
well.
in one
What
turn.
is she, a ghost
I love how
Pokemon?
Jeremy just like, no, that thing's gonna lose in a
Trash.
battle. I will fight you
Oh,
to the death.
You see, she's a bone Pokemon.
Oh, it's a
Length
sex
9
Pokemon there.
inches.
A bone
Also.
Pokemon. Guys, shout out to the Hawk Tua girl.
Oh my god. Yeah.
She got let go from her job. I hope she's doing okay.
She actually got rehired.
Great.
Good.
That's perfect.
Look at this. This is
This
chaos
is
in a bottle.
disgusting. This is an abomination. This is against God and the Bible. Get this out of my face.
Heinz launching a limited edition sauce
End
that
of
combines end of the empire and combining all of its sauces in one bottle. This
high
I'm
cholesterol
like,
at its
I,
finest.
face.
I hate white sauces. I'm intrigued by this.
No.
But I'll probably not have time
All
to
right.
buy this thing.
You
But
I
gotta
can't
mukbang
believe it's
this.
white. If it's every sauce.
Mukbang on live.
you would think it would have a darker tone, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's just the way it is.
Spit on that thing.
We gotta finish. Okay, so one more thing. God, we're already over time.
It's okay. Just get into it.
All right, we're playing. This
You
is
only live once.
one of the craziest stories I've ever came across. We're gonna go ahead and play this on.
Unlucky bears really do exist. This one is named Joey. Due to albinism, his fur is completely white. He was mistaken for a lost polar bear by an animal protection organization who tranquilized him and sent him to the Arctic. In the icy wilderness, Joey couldn't find food and, being smaller than the polar bears, was chased and bullied by them. Arctic experts noticed his fur was yellowish and different from polar bears, and upon observation, they discovered he was an albino grizzly bear. They tranquilized him again and sent him back to the North American forest. After some time, Joey was once again mistaken for a polar bear by another
gosh.
animal protection organization and was sent back to the Arctic Circle. This time, with experience, Joey started running toward warmer areas. However, passersby saw him and thought he was a polar bear heading south in search of food. So they sent Joey to a nearby polar bear exhibit. Staff there recognized him as an albino grizzly and sent him back to the North American forest.
What?
This bear is truly unluckier than the unluckiest bear you can imagine.
Wow. Is that true, or is that like an AI video?
No, unlucky bears in crypto are definitely the more unlucky bears.
You ain't lying.
That's a video about Capo.
About Capo, right?
Yeah.
Every time he comes out with this bullish tweet, we seem to lose another leg of support. It's just I wish he would just stop posting about crypto. That polar bear is not as unlucky as long-term Algorand holders, though. I will say that.
Dude, can you imagine? Like, I thought hexagons were dumb.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Algorand holders are willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Hexagons are like willfully stupefied. They're just like, wow, Richard Hart, shit on me, daddy. But like Algorand holders, what the hell was that?
That was cool.
Algorand holders, man, I mean, you don't even have tether on your chain anymore. You're done, bro. You are done.
You know, it's a hard thing to admit. It's a hard thing to admit. But for God's sakes, leave that damn polar bear alone. For God,
leave Joey alone.
Leave Joey alone.
Justice for Joey.
Oh my God, yeah. Bob I knew Bob was not. I didn't like it as much as you did, Bob. It's just insane. But what a wonderful show.
Great.
Glad to have you back from Barcelona.
We're gonna
here. Jeremy, you know, we agree on stuff. Jeremy, do you notice
of course.
that?
Yeah.
You
I always say I think the majority of people agree on most issues, and for some reason, you would maybe argue that the media divides us along the fringe.
It's
absolutely
because they need to. Yeah.
Isaac, very dangerous coin you're bringing up there, but
people are in the chat were saying that's a scam, but I'll show you.
Okay,
I'll show you.
Just prove it, baby. You know what I mean?
I'm coming back Monday with a 15K.
You better
all in cash, and I'm just gonna start waving it on basement.
Look at the new truck.
See,
man, no one's making a giant bad financial decision.
I'm gonna put the decal on the hood.
If you don't have 15K, you're not allowed to come back to the basement.
Okay. Oh my, fair enough. Well, you guys are amazing. Thank you for all the super chats. And remember, this show is powered by the world's top cold storage wallet. That is Arculus, where you can easily swap, buy, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple little card here. You tap it to your phone. Do some verifications that it's you, and it's easy as that. It's the main thing that I love about this cold storage wallet is that it's easy to use, and it's a way to on-ramp different people that are outside of crypto into becoming their own bank. Take that power, spread it to your community, support the channel all in one foul swoop with a code for 10% off base 10. You can use the link in description.
Base 10
supports it, baby.
Yeah, this channel is also powered by y'all.
Yeah,
So,
that's right,
appreciate
man.
y'all.
Like
All y'all.
it's the place where I can finally, I feel like a muzzle has been taken off my mouth, and I can finally talk about the dark or kind of crazier things in the black site. Then we can open up our DGen picks in the main members. The $5 members get all the DGen picks right as I found them. Honestly, before I even get in, I'm showing you guys an OG chat. So make sure to become a member if you already aren't. Thank you so much for all your support. We'll be coming back tomorrow with another black site video in the morning and a bunch of good content this weekend. But I'll see you guys soon.
See you later.